we're all being blasted, and the perception is that we don't care, and we do care. We're all out there again working.
Local animal welfare advocates saying they're getting more and more complaints about dogs and other pets being left outside in the cold, and we've been getting many of those same calls into our newsroom, and so has at least one state local lawmaker.
27 First News reporter Gerry Ricciutti found out what experts think our laws need to say.
For weeks, the calls have been nearly constant.
Honey County Dog Warden, how can I help you?
Scenes of dogs left outside in freezing conditions, especially when the mercury drops close to zero.
We see multiple calls from across, we've gotten calls from across the country about the same addresses.
But those in charge of both animal charities and the dog warden tell me results are often the same. No laws are being broken, leaving investigators' hands tied.
Because some of these laws aren't as tight or maybe have a bite like they could, then, that holds us back.
Advocates want to see language added to state regulations specifically defining what an animal shelter is.
It's not a description of where it needs to be. Is it just a box? Is it just a lean-to?
Others want limits placed on how long animals can be kept outside when it's too cold or too hot.
When it is below this temperature, you need to bring your dogs in. And if you don't bring your dogs in, you're going to get a fine and your dog can be taken.
This is a much bigger thing than, hey, let's get these animals in out of the cold.
State Senator Joe Schiavone tells me he and his staff are looking at existing laws and comparing them to what other states have on their books.
I think this needs to be thought out properly so that we don't run into a problem where everybody can poke holes in it all the way and then it becomes a bill that just has no shot.
Schiavone plans to bring advocates together to come up with language addressing shelter issues, punishment for offenders, as well as how to handle animals that ultimately have to be taken from violators. Gerry Ricciutti, WKBN 27 First News.